If you listen really, really closely, you can hear the fashion historians crying. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, why are fashion historians crying? Why would they be crying today? Well, for the same reason that literary scholars and literary historians might be crying today, because what we have behind me here are some paparazzi shots of Margot Robbie playing the part of Cathy Earnshaw in Wuthering Heights. Emerald Fennell is directing of Saltburn fame and A Promising Young Woman. And I love her work, and I love Margot Robbie in just about everything, but even I am a little bit nervous about this one. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Hang on. Better. Right, okay, so Margot Robbie is a goddess walking on earth, and I love her. I love everything that she's in, but I am slightly nervous about her playing this part. One thing, Margot Robbie is 34 years old, and Cathy in Wuthering Heights was 18 when she died. Sorry, spoiler alert, she dies in the book. But I don't know what to tell you. It's been around for 200 years. If you haven't read it by now, not quite 200, 176 years. But sorry, spoiler alert, the character dies in the book. And she's 18 when she does. The other thing I'm slightly worried about is Margot Robbie and the Yorkshire accent. I mean, she's the accent queen, right? She smashed that Brooklyn accent in The Wolf of Wall Street. Maybe she'll smash Yorkshire too. But I can't imagine this picture has done fashion historians any good today whatsoever. And what'll do it is this dress, is the wedding dress being worn here. Now, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, an absolute classic of literature, it starts in 1801. You can see the very first thing written in it. But it's telling a story that takes place 20 years before that. The ghost of Cathy comes back and haunts one of the narrators in 1801, and she says right there she's been a ghost for 20 years. So we are looking at 1780, and the bulk of the action happening from 1770 to 1780. And this is just not what a wedding dress from the 1780s would have looked like at all. This is what a wedding dress from 1780 in England would have looked like. Or rather, this is exactly what it looked like, because this is a wedding dress from 1780. And it's currently housed in the Chertsey Museum in Surrey as part of the Olive Matthews collection. And it was worn by somebody called Jane Bailey on her wedding day. And just like the character of Cathy Earnshaw, Jane Bailey was kind of lower gentry, sort of, on the make, but not very wealthy. But enough to get by and impress people. The dress is a pale cream and it has flowers embroidered on it. But crucially, the fashion at the time was for pale cream silk with flowers on it. You don't start getting big white wedding dresses like the one that Margot Robbie was wearing until the 19th century. People did get married in white. Mary Queen of Scots got married in white, and there's a couple of other instances of it. But it didn't start to become a really big thing until the 19th century when Queen Victoria got married to Albert wearing white. And then everybody went fucking nuts for it. For most of our history, until probably very recently actually, a wedding dress would have just been a really nice frock that you were wearing for your wedding day. And they would have been reused and kept for Sunday best, because these things were hella expensive. You weren't just going to wear it once and then put it away and never use it again. And this meant that wedding dresses until the 19th century could be pretty much any colour. It was just a posh frock that you were wearing. Let's have a look at some nice Victorian ones. Here's a white wedding dress. Here's another one, and she looks incredibly young to me. This is another wedding photograph, and she's not wearing a big white poofy thing. Neither is this woman. And in this wedding picture, it's the bridesmaids that are wearing all white. The bride is the one there in the black dress with the long veil on. So the wedding dress being worn here for 1780 is just all kinds of wrong. I'm not a fashion historian. They'll be able to give you all of the juicy details, but I don't think that you started to get off the shoulder dresses, wedding dresses like this until into the 20th century. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that kind of veil, I don't think that that's very accurate either. And a great big poofy white wedding dress like that in 1780? Nah. I'm still hopeful that the film is going to be good, even with all the creative licenses it's already taken. But I just wanted to come on and give a shout out to all the fashion historians who will have had all of their buttons pushed by this one. Maybe it'll be alright. Maybe it'll be alright.